Question 2. It says factorize completely the quadratic expression. To factorize its quadratic expression, depending on how you were taught, many of us are probably taught the AC method. So we write down A is 5, B is -9, and C is 4. Then we're told to multiply A times C. 5 times 4 is 20. Then we're told to ask ourselves which two numbers we times them will get 20. We'll add them, we'll get -9. And so look at those two numbers and it would be -4 and -5. So in that case, we rewrite the quadratic expression as 5x squared minus, instead of writing 9x, we're going to write minus 5x minus 4x. We'll replace it with these two numbers now, minus 5x minus 4x plus 4. From the first two terms, we can factor out 5x. We're left back with x minus 1. From the next two terms, we can factor out -4. We're left back with x minus 1. So this one it's fully factorized, we can write that it is. So this one it is fully factorized is 5x minus 4 in bracket minus 1. That's it. Nice. Next one it says hence solve it equals 0. Hence mean you're going to use what you did above. Remember we just wrote it as 5x minus 4 times x minus 1 equal to 0. Now if the product of two numbers is 0, then either the first number is 0 or the second number is 0. So that means 5x minus 4 is 0, or it could be the x minus 1 is 0. Solving it, this will give us x is 4 over 5, or x equal 1. Easy. No problem so far. Nice. The next part says make be the subject of the formula. So first thing, whenever you're doing questions like this, cross multiply. We cross multiply to get w times v minus 3. Remember this would be w over 1 is equal to 5 plus v, because 1 times anything is itself. Expand in to get w times v minus 3w is equal to 5 plus v. In that case, we bring over the v's to one side, so wv minus v is equal to, we add 3w to both sides, and if we add 3w to both sides, it becomes, over here, it becomes now 5 plus 3w. So in that case, now we can factor out v from this side. We're left back with w minus 1 equal to 5 plus 3w. Then we can divide both sides now by w minus 1. So this cancels this. The final answer now is v is equal to 5 plus 3w over w minus 1. That's it. Nice. Wow! This question, it says the height of an object h, and they tell us that h is directly proportional to the square root of its perimeter. So the square root of the perimeter. Write an equation to show the relationship. So then h is equal to, when you remove proportional symbol, you put a constant k, square root p. That's it. It says, let me zoom out. It says, given that the height is 5.4 and p is 1.44, determine h when p is 2.89. So there are two ways to do it. We're going to do it the two ways, right? Depending on how you're used to it. Method 1, method 2. Since it's proportional, then what we can say then is h1 over the square root of p1 is equal to h2 over the square root of p2. And what we do know is the first h value is 5.4 over the square root of 1.44. That's going to be equal to, we want to find h when p is 2.89. So it's now h over the square root of 2.89. Put this part in a calculator, fraction button, 5.4 divided by square root of 1.44, you get 9 over 2. So in that case, we have 9 over 2 or 4.5. We're saying 4.5 is equal to h over the square root of 2.89, and this is over 1. So if you make h the subject, this would be saying h is 4.5 times the square root of 2.89. Then you just put that in a calculator, multiply it by square root 2.89, and we get 7.65. H is 7.65. That's method 1. Method 2 now, which many might be used to, tell you to find k first. So in this case, you'd say 5.4 is equal to k times the square root of 1.44. So when you square root 1.44, we get 1.2. We're saying 5.4 equal 1.2k. And we divide both sides by 1.2 to get k. So 5.4 divided by 1.2, we get k is 4.5. Now once you get k is 4.5, then they say find h when p is 2.89. So h then is 4.5 times the square root of p, which is 2.89. We just worked that out already. So we'd say 4.5 times the square root of 2.89. You get your answer, 7.65. Same answer. So it depends on how you prefer to do the question. I gave you both methods, so you can choose which way